got what you need if you need to feel it. I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, you in the getting. You can find me in the club, full of. Mama, I got what you need if you need to feel it. I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, you in the getting. When I pull up out front, you see the Benz on dub. When I roll 20 deep, it's always drama in the club. Now that I roll with Dre, everybody show me love. When you sell like Eminem, you get plenty of groupie love. Look, homie, ain't nothing changed. Rolls down, G's up. I see exhibit in the cutting, man. Running, man. Watch how I move, you mistake before I play up. Been hit with a but I don't walk with a limp. In the hood, in the lady saying 50, you hot. They like me, I want them to love me like they love pop. But holla in New York, show they tell you I'm local. And the plan is to put the rap game in the choke. I'm fully focused, man. My money on my mind, got a meal out the deal, and I'm still in the grind. Now shorty says she feeling my style, she feeling my flow. A girl from Wooded, they ready to find me in the club. Full of, mama, I got what you need if you need to feel it. I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, you in the getting. You can find me in the club, full of. Mama, I got what you need if you need to feel it. I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, you in the getting. My flow, my show brought me to go. That brought me all my fancy things. My crib, my cars, my clothes, my shoes. Look, homie, I done came up and I ain't changing. You should love it way more than you hate it. Oh, you mad? I thought that you be happy I made it. I'm that cat by the bar to the good life. Moved out the hood, now you tryna pull me back, right? Get the bumpin' in the club, it's on. I'm with my eyes to chicks, if she smash, she gone. Hit the roof on fire, man. Just let it burn if the talking about money, homie, I ain't concerned. I'ma tell you what banks for me, cause go ahead, switch the style up. And if they hate, then let them hate, then watch the money pile up. Or we can go upside there with a. Come on, they know where we be. You can find me in the club, full of. Mama, I got what you need if you need to feel it. I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, you in the getting. You can find me in the club, full of. Mama, I got what you need if you need to feel it. I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, you in the getting. Don't try to act like you don't know who we be, neither. We in the club all the time, so pop on. Shady Aftermath.
I'm out of the phone. I'm breaking hearts and I put them in chrome. Swiping, no swiping. These be stealing my tones. Stealing the trust like the that I'm on. I might go fence and skeleton bone. You know what like me get cold. Icing out everything I own. Kick from the bottom to bottom. I brought my twin with me just like feeling Leo. These are watch me on replay just like it's a real. You know I stay real. I could feel. I might go yellow or black on Margiela. I cut through the paper. I'm killing the bill. She stuck like a post. Sit in the corner, I'm rolling my cause I heard these little out here wanna. When you start earning, they be like, gimme. When you start turning, just like they Timmy. What y'all mad at me for? Why? Cause I'm pulling these things like Lenny. Rock out soon as I get on the stage. Open it up, we about to rage. Yeah. Can't be my equal, girl, we not the same. Everything pretty, I do what I do. 17 drop when I step in the room. Yeah, watch it, I know that wasn't cool.
Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
Not far east from the unmistakable buildings of the nation's capital, we've got a building that's also unmistakable in sight, but bears a new name. Welcome to Northwest Stadium here in Landover, Maryland. Up next, we're keeping it in the NFC for this one, between the New Orleans Saints and the Washington Commanders. Will Reichert has it all teed up, and we're off and running from Landover. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now a give running right. And he's going to have this out near the 40, just a little bit short of it. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans. So a fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Let's go now. Huh.
Another carry for him. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Deputy! Panther 60, Panther 60.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Pop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Come on. Set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll throw 3rd and long. His first throw is an interception. Cam Taylor-Britt kicks it off. And the Commanders will take over as he records his first interception of our season. When you are facing a top 10 defense, you don't expect to wait long to see him make an impact, partner, and it only took him one drive here.
Yep, this group, they didn't get that top ranking by sitting back and letting the game come to them. They get it by attacking and attacking the ball.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. Hopefully not a sign of how this game is going to go as they step up for 2nd and long.
Cougar 19.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. That one's complete over the middle. And that will not be enough for a first down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Lightning 8-6. Ready.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. And he's going to go down. Great work by the Saints. Moving quickly, trying to get set. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. The Commanders ready for the punt. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And he put just a little too much on this one as it hits in the end zone for a touchback. Saints to the line now. First and 10.
Ready! Press all 80!
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. You send him left out of the slot. Throwing on second. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. They get 23 on that one. And that's good for a Saints first down. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
First down from the 42.
Here we go, here we go. Fix the Eagles, fix the Eagles.
Throwing now off the play action. Man downfield, and he finds London. He's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints go up 6-0 here in the first. Drake London with the touchdown.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single eye or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive.
Ready, ready.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Short pass brought in. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Okay.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Come on, come on. Set.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
60, Cowboy 80.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Here's a screen now for Walker. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Hold it ready.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
Ready. Count. Ready.
Walker trying to run for the first. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. That's a pickup of 9. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they were waiting for him on that draw, weren't they? They get him behind the line. That's going to bring up second down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 29-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready, ready.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. So we're through one. It's the Saints setting the pace so far. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Commanders ball as we get back for the second, and they're thinking points.
Ready, go.
They'll go with Walker on the counter. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up first and goal.
11 more yards. That's another Washington Commanders first
Here we
down.
go, Scott.
Daniels now. And that's going to fall incomplete. They wanted to get it right back to him after that run, but no luck on that throw. So the incompletion on first. Here is second and goal. Now an inside give to Walker. And he's going to salvage a couple by bouncing this outside, but that's it. It's a gain of 2. He gets him halfway there with a 3-yard gain. They'll need 3 more on third and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Defense showing blitz, Daniels. And he scores. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders start to fight back with their first points of this game. Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Commanders tie this game 7-7.
Will Reichert to kick off.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Has this at the 6. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out.
They're on 17-yard line.
Got it. Ready.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10.
Get it. Back all 80.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Ready.
Throwing now on first down. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Come on. Ready.
Lone back gets the handoff. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. Now we see he's in some pain after making that tackle. Team personnel out now to take a look at him. This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12.
60 Eagles.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Rolling left, buying some time. Now he's going to air this one out long down the middle. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Quan Martin with the pick.
It's sure been tough for this offense to really get into rhythm, to gain that momentum and confidence, because turnovers have interrupted their progress. This is when you need your rookie to step up. Come on, man. Take charge. Put those mistakes behind you and go lead.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Now Daniels to throw. Connecting on the slant. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Throwing now, Daniels. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Play action now with Daniels. Dumped off to his running back. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. The rookie out of UCLA in on the stop.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. You're at a premium in this league.
He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
To the air on 3rd and long. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Cougar 19. Ready,
And running down to the pistol, Koski Merritt. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70, go.
Firing quickly out wide, Daniels. And he works this to the 38 before going down. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Now, not much scoring to this point, as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More coming up from Northwest Stadium. Stick around. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
39-yard line.
Here's Daniels. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
To get home and hit and impact the quarterback at this level, well, typically you got to do what this defense is doing, and that's keeping an offense off balance. Change up your looks, rotate your personnel, throw in some wrinkles, and once again, go hit that quarterback.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Intended for his tight end.
On now comes their punter.
It's 4th down.
Brings it in at the 12. And he can't evade the coverage team for Marsh. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return.
At their own 16-yard line.
Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. Running this one left. good for a gain of 4. It's second down. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set.
Second and 6.
Now go play action. Here's Darts. Headed out right. Finds his back complete. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you've got to be an artist. You've got to be creative, and this guy is.
They kick the running back in motion. On first down, here's Darts. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it, second and 10. Darts out of the shotgun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Third down now. Here's Darts. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around?
He has it at the 22. And this return's going to leave him with enough time for definitely 2, maybe even 3 plays before halftime. 19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it.
Let's go now. Bronco 80.
On first down, here's Daniels. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain. Washington calls it second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Daniels setting up the play action. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
The defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Ready.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Here we go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
Back to throw it. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. And with the clock just about to strike 0, we get a timeout. 1 second to go in our half. Here's the final play of our first half.
Ready. 70 Timberwolves.
Throwing here just before halftime. Trying for the deep ball. And this final shot of the half will not connect. That ball's incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Who knows when the deciding moment will come? We're underway in the second half of a deadlocked game. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10.
19.
Running it now out of the gun. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Washington first down. Only 1 play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Throwing on first down. Daniels. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
16.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels. Jump off, caught by his back. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
3rd and long for him here. Cox, this is Lane. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. All set to go now from the 35.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
We'll give it to Krosky Merritt. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Takes the 2nd down snap. It's Cox. This is Jacory Krosky Merritt. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and he netted some positive yards.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Saints are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, Brock, it was an absolute battle in the first half as they played to a tie, heading into the locker rooms. And already we have the first big play of half number 2 with that INT.
Yeah, not just the first big play, but maybe the first separating play here, Kate. There's always a moment in the second half, especially when one of these teams makes a big play, right? That one that we're going to circle and look back to as the defining play of the half. We may just have witnessed it right there.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Quick one to the outside by Dart. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
See how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. On play action with Dart. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's your bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
They'll empty the backfield, motion him right. Now Dart. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
First down. Not a whole lot to speak of here, partner. 2-yard gain at most at second down.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Dart from the pistol. Hits him on the out route. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job even. Hang on through that catch there.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Seventh play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down.
Let's go. 70 Lions.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
They'll try and punch it in. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Saints grab the lead on their first series of the half. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. That one right down the middle. And the Saints break that tie and now lead by 7. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. And he'll decide to pass on the return here and take the touchback instead. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Starting on the ground team, Kronsky Merritt. It's a foot race. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Ready.
going to the ground again on first. Running in the red zone. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Commanders football, and they need to get to work here. They're trailing late. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
1st and goal, Krosky Merritt. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
This time it's a passing play. Catch made. And that is a Washington touchdown. The Commanders now trail by just a point in the 4th. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. And lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Darts. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And they're going to be set up with a 1st down after a nice gain there as he's down by contact.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Right up the gut. He's going to bring this down to their 35. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Now he's past the 25. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Just gotta love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the 1st down.
Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
He's back to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a fourth-quarter lead. They're out to try and tack on the extra points. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Saints break that tie and now lead by 7. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. From his own end zone, here we go. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Completed over the middle. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, a run for Krosky Merritt. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on first down. Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, go!
Looking in the air here. The ball is loose, but it looks like someone from the Commanders got to that one. They'll keep the football. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Give them a few yards on that run. It's second and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Viking 18!
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Throwing the out route complete. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Makes the grab in bounds left side. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders cut it to a point late in this one. On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they'll decline this and take the results.
Will Reichard to kick off.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Fielded at the 7. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Saints to the line now. First and 10. Here he is to throw. He rolls to his right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Setting up to pass. Caught, nice game left side. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a Saints first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down, Saints.
Let's go.
Now we're on the counter. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Big man up front said, "Not in my house." Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this first and goal. They give it to him again. And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal. But you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints break that tie and now lead by 7. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Hold the ready.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10.
Here we go. Set. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Ready.
Back to throw. Finds him on the slant. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yeah, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. That holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out.
70 Lions. Ready, ready.
He'll look to throw it. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
That one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Throwing now. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Another drop. The last 2 plays, both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down. Desperation time here. And it forces it on 4th, and it's intercepted. And they're going to drop him to end the return, but this turnover isn't going to stand. We've got flags at the spot right where he picked it off. A chance to get off the field goes by the wayside. The defensive penalty keeps him out there.
Here we go. 76.
Here he goes, one final shot. Trying to push deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over.